And that's why that's really the basis, I think, of why women are very susceptible to FOMO, which is fear of missing out. And if you know anything about like funnel marketing, or if anything about the hustle economy, you know damn well what I'm talking about when it comes to FOMO, fear of missing out. You want to know how to market anything to women? Trigger fear of missing out, missing the deal, missing the guy, missing the golden fucking opportunity to get with an idealized, optimized situation. Anything that has FOMO in it, and I don't, whether you're buying a car, you're buying a house, I don't care what it is. Oh, this is a great deal. God forbid you're on Craigslist, right? This is a great deal, but we got to get this now. No, there'll be another one in a half an hour, but it doesn't matter because it triggers that FOMO. Now, I'm not saying that that's, every chick when it comes to like seeing a guy, right? But if the guy definitively answers the hypergamous doubt, you're goddamn right, it's going to be FOMO. And that's where it comes from. There's this one, and why is that? Because women ultimately want long-term security. They've only got between 18 and 28 to lock down the ideal guy, because that's in their sexual market value peak years, which I have pegged at like about 23 years old. And then going down from there. When a woman gets to be 29, she's definitely motivated to get with what looks like the best possible option. And like I said, when a guy like Simon shows up in the Tinder feed, that's most definitely the best possible option. And you know what? He knows that. That's why he's got good game. He understands that his marks, his target women, they all know that too. You want to sell anything to women. Here's the two things that you do. Thank you very much for that, Femme Sapien. Yes. Okay. You want to sell two things. You want two ways to sell to women. The easiest way. First one is FOMO, fear of missing out. Number two is you're going to want to sell security to those women, of course, but you're going to want to sell things that are going to play to a woman's, the idea that women's sexual market value and their power and their agency that is derived from that their sexuality is evergreen. So that the girl who's like, just like Pernilla and the rest of these girls, that the idea is that if they do whatever, buy your product, or they do whatever, they follow your instructions or whatever else, and you're selling them the ideal, that their sexual market value and thus their sexual agency is evergreen. Sell that and use FOMO to sell that, and you will be a billionaire as a result of that. You want to know why the cosmetic industry is this like multi-gajillion-dollar global juggernaut? That's why. Fear of missing out, and oh damn, I missed out, but it doesn't matter, because if I use Mary Kay or a Clinique, I don't know, whatever it is that you use, ladies, then that will at least in some way give me a better shot at making sure that my sexuality and the agency that's derived from that is evergreen, and I can keep going. Now, if you represent that as a guy, that's how you get a guy like Simon. Did he use it for evil, unethically? Yes, he did. But we're still looking at the function. We're still looking at the mechanics behind all of this. Okay. God damn it. No, I don't have it. You know what? I said this before, Robert. It's with Amazon right now. I have to wait until the approval process. It's not me. Out of my hands. Okay. As soon as I give you an approximate date, I will give you the approximate date. I know. And by the way, a good portion of what I'm talking about today, Robert, is going to be in the book. Okay. Now, the other part about FOMO, fear of missing out, is that it intensifies that much more during the epiphany phase. I don't think I've ever made that clear. Like that's part of like the essays I've written about the epiphany phase. Fear of missing out intensifies the older a woman gets. The closer a woman gets towards, like, say 34, 35, certainly by 40, but certainly right around my biological clock is ticking, right around 29 to 31, right there. FOMO is as high and as important and as urgent and anxiety producing as it will ever be, because it's like when a woman gets to the point where it's like, oh, well, she's starting to realize that she's hit the wall. And I don't mean hit the wall like physically, but hit the wall up here. Once she realizes I'm not as sexually competitive as I was I am at 33 as I was at 23. That's when that urgency, that becomes something else. But at 29, where she says, you know what, I think I can still do it, the FOMO becomes very, very important for women. And that's exactly what he sells. He sells fear of missing out. Hey, my plane is taking off in another like 2 hours. If you can get down to this hotel at this time, I'll take you to Prague and we'll have an Insta date. Oh, yeah. Yes, let's go. And her girlfriends are like, are you sure this is safe? Doesn't matter. I'm 29, fear of missing out. And this guy answers the hypergamous doubt. Well, you met him on Tinder. Something doesn't smell right. I don't care. I'm going. I'm jumping off this cliff.